What's up, guys and gals? Sanitary 103. Thanks for watching yet another video. So in today's episode, I'm going to go over the top 10 workout mistakes to avoid. Workout mistake number 1 is lifting too light when you're pumping iron. Now this mostly applies to females. A lot of females think that if they lift very heavy that they're going to get bulky. And that's just far from the truth. Women only produce a fraction of the testosterone. And I did a video about why women should lift weights, and I'll put a link somewhere there. So females, if you're watching this video, don't worry about getting bulky, because it's just not going to happen. You're going to get stronger, you might get more toned, but you're not going to get all big and bulky. A lot of those women are on steroids, but that's for another discussion. So to all you females, if you're in the free weight section and you're grabbing those little 2-pound dumbbells and you're doing it 100 times, you're basically, you're just wasting your time. What you want to do is you want to stick anywhere between the 8 to 10 rep range, meaning you want to pick a weight in which when you're on your 8th rep or you're on your 10th rep that you are struggling a little bit but without compromising form. That is the best way to produce results and create those little muscle tears into your body and to increase your metabolism, because the more muscle mass you have, you're going to be burning more calories at rest. Contrary to lifting too light is lifting too heavy, which brings me to workout mistake number 2, and this mostly applies to men. You see guys at the gym, they ego lift too much. They go to the gym, they look at other guys, they're self-conscious, and they want to put their chest out and show who's boss and pump a lot of weight. There's nothing wrong with lifting heavy weight, because you want to overload your muscles gradually, workload progression, as they say. But if you're lifting way too heavy and your form is all messed up and you can't even get 6 reps. Now there are exceptions if you're a power lifter, but if you're trying to get in that 8 rep range and you have a weight and you're only putting it up one time, or you're putting it up a few times and your form's all messed up, you're going to injure yourself and you're not going to build any muscle. So definitely lower the weight, drop the ego. Just like the advice in workout mistake number 1 with the women, stick to that 8 to 10 rep range and you'll be okay. Workout mistake number 3 is staying too long at the gym. You guys and gals got to remember that it's quality over the quantity. I would rather be at the gym in 1 hour and bust my tail than be someone else who is there for 2.5 hours, in which a quarter of the time he's just getting water, a quarter of the time he's on his phone, a quarter of the time he's socializing with the front. There's a ton of those people out there. And if you're one of those people, I don't want to offend you, but you're wasting your time. So you need to make your workouts count. Now, the duration is going to depend on your type of training. Now, typically with weight training, 45 minutes to an hour, if done correctly and with the proper intensity, is definitely sufficient enough. And for cardio, that's pretty similar as well, although that's going to depend. Let's say if you're training for a marathon, you might go an hour, but in general, just make sure the intensity is there and maximize your time and get in and out of the gym. Workout mistake number 4 is excessive cardio, and in particular, excessive running, especially when you begin a diet. And this applies to everyone, but in more particular terms, for overweight people. Now, running is a great cardiovascular exercise. It's great for your lungs, it's great for your heart. It's definitely, burns a lot of calories. But unfortunately, if you run too much, and especially if you're overweight, it puts a lot of wear and tear on your ligaments, your joints, your knees. And unless you have proper gait, there's a good chance that you might sustain an injury, especially if you're overweight. So that's definitely a mistake. So what I recommend is you can start off with some running, but definitely mix it up with some elliptical, something more low impact. Use the bike. If you are going to run, don't only go on the treadmill. Definitely don't go outside on the concrete. Go on a rubber track or do some trails. But basically, don't overdo it with the running. Workout mistake number 5 is avoiding free weights. Now, this applies to both the males and the females. Probably a little bit more with the females, but I'm not going to pick on you gals too much. Now, machine-assisted weights do have their time and place. I'm not denying it. There are some great exercises that have been built that I still use. Lat pull down, hamstring curls, the leg press, the flies, or the pec deck, as they say. These are great machine-assisted exercises, but your bread and butter should be free weights. And the reason is that with free weights, you're pretty much doing all the work. When you're doing, for instance, a flat bench press, you're recruiting all those muscle fibers because you're having to do all the work. You have to incorporate and take into account balance. Same thing when you're doing squats. It's a big difference between doing a Smith machine squat and a true squat on a real squat rack. So definitely your bread and butter should be free weights. It's okay to throw in some machine assisted like I said, but majority of your bread and butter should be free weights. Workout mistake number 6 is reading a magazine, let's say when you're doing cardio. And before I go into this, there are exceptions. If you've suffered a recent injury and your doctor recommends a low impact, really, at a slow pace on the stationary bike, that's completely okay. I'm talking about the people that go to the gym, they go on the treadmill, they put the magazine out, and they go on speed 2, and they just go there, and they just go really slow. First of all, you're taking up people's space, and 2, you're not really working out. If you don't have any limitations, any physical limitations, you should be pushing yourself just a little bit more. If you work out properly and with the right intensity, reading should be the last thing on your mind. I guarantee you, if you were to fly out to the West Coast and do one of my workouts, you can have the magazine out there, but after a couple of minutes, you're going to be way too tired, which is a good thing. You need to push yourself, and you don't need the magazine. So put the magazine away. In your opinion, it might be helping you distract yourself from the amount of time that you need to be on the treadmill, for instance. But in general, if you want to increase the intensity, get more bang for your buck at the gym while you're doing some running or some elliptical, put away the magazine, put on some really kick-ass music, and then just push yourself. Workout mistake number 7 is not having a plan of attack, not having a blueprint when you go to the gym. Now, everybody has to start somewhere, so if you're a newbie and you go to the gym, it might be a little bit intimidating. You're not really sure what to do, but definitely do a little bit of research beforehand, or ask the staff, and maybe potentially get a personal trainer to help you have a plan of attack. You don't want to go into the gym and be like, let's see, what am I going to do today? I'll just do a couple of push-ups here. Then maybe I don't feel like doing this. I don't feel like doing that, but I'll do this. You want to be held accountable up to a point and be able to document what you got going, so you know that if you're going to be progressing into reaching your goals. So definitely when you go to the gym, and don't be a chicken with your head cut off. Have a plan of attack so you know what you're doing, and you can maximize the time in the gym and increase your chances of reaching your goals. Workout mistake number 8 is doing the same routine over and over. When you keep doing the same thing over and over, for one, your body gets acclimated to the workout, your body and your muscles get used to it, and therefore you don't burn as many calories. You want to shock your system once in a while and mix things up. The other benefit of mixing up your workout routine is it's going to make it a little bit more fun and increase the chances of staying on your diet. So anywhere between 6 to 8 weeks, you could definitely mix it up a little bit. Even if it's just changing the order in which you do an exercise, like if you're on a bro split, or you're used to always doing bench first, why not start with just incline as opposed to flat, stuff like that. You just want to spice things up a little bit. If you're into cardio, try some different things. A lot of gyms offer classes, Zumba, boot camp type classes. There's P90X, Shanti, there's all this stuff. So definitely don't do the same routine over and over. Workout mistake number 9 is overtraining, not taking time off. Now, your body is very smart. It's going to tell you when you're not doing good, when you're doing good. It's going to tell you what's up. So really, truly be honest with yourself. Usually by like the 12-week mark, if you're not gaining, increasing your lifts, if you're a weightlifter, and or you're just completely bored all the time and you're running and you're not hitting your intervals, you're not hitting your mile increment paces at a proper time, and you just, you have a lot of injuries, you just don't feel good, you might want to take some time off. And that's where, going on vacation, just kind of relaxing, you want to decompress not only physically but mentally. Usually a week is definitely probably a good amount of time, but if that's too much and you're a gym rat, even like 3 or 4 days. So definitely listen to your body, don't overtrain, and usually when you come back to your workout, you'll be more refreshed and more motivated to work out. Last but not least, workout mistake number 10, and that is not warming up properly. Now, before I lift weights, I do stretch. Now, that's a little bit controversial because a lot of people say that stretching doesn't really help. But I also do a little bit of a warm-up in addition to stretching, because that's just the way I roll. But in general, prior to like weight training, you want to warm up your body. So maybe do like, 20, 25 jumping jacks, do some stretching. You want to get your heartbeat up a little bit, or even some personal trainers recommend to their clients, they go on the treadmill and they, do a low impact walk for about 5 minutes. You just want to get the blood flowing. You just want to, get your body moving. You don't want to go in cold into a workout, because that's going to increase your chances of injury. That's about it, guys. Thanks for watching this video. If you like it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Be sure to also subscribe to my channel for all the latest in diet, health, and fitness if not already, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. You want to be in the starting position a little bit above your kneecap. That's the ending point. And then you want to just go rock back and forth. See that?